synthetic drugs are trying to show us something that it's already there. So,
I'm usually. I'm Octavio. Nice to meet you. So tell us again about your project.
yeah, we got this non-profit organization in Mexico who is working with the natives of Sonora Desert, and we are trying to build a new concept of healing centers using the ancient healings used by the natives with this rescue of this medicine with a unique molecule in this being who only lives in this part of the world. So this unique species of toad only grows in this desert of this region of the world, and it only comes out at night. So it's a concern for everyone to try to share the fact that this exists. Seri community and Yaqui community are asking for the people to visit their lands in Mexico and have this unique experience with this natural medicine. And at the same time trying to protect it of over exploitation of these natural resources. Before the management of the fire, everything that we ate was raw. So after the cooking of the food, our ancestors found out that this unique species of toad contained the same molecule that the rest of the ancient medicine also contained. This natural compound is a tryptamine. It's 4 times more potent than the NNDMT of ayahuasca. Since the beginning of our life inside of the uterus of our mothers, all the processes who are making our intelligence are based in these molecules, and these molecules are everywhere. So all the plants and all the brains of the mammals contains the same molecules. So this unique species of toad contains the most powerful of all the different experiences that a human can achieve in this planet. But it's really different because instead of taking you in a trip through visions, this is going directly to a feeling that you are the center of the universe, and you will feel infinite love inside of you and within you and everywhere around you. So it will be an before and an after with this experience. This is the shortest way to try to understand that we all are one and that we are already there. In the evolving of our species, that sense of awareness that we are all one is not just a desire or a imagination word. It's actually come from a natural experience which is available for everyone. And we just have this present time that lasts forever. So there is no past and future, that's only a creation of our minds. And these neurotransmitters help us to go back into that sense of awareness that we all are everything and everything is here already.
So what kind of insight does it give you into the human afterlife?
Yeah.
What's next?
No one knows exactly what was before or after this life, but in this life there is so many beautiful things that we don't even know about it. And laws are making more difficult for people to go into the truth of life, because prohibitionist laws are making a profit, and people, all we are addicts. Everything that gives you pleasure, you will try to do it more often and often until consume your energy and your time. We can still in a search for the last days of our lives for the ultimate sensation, and this can be achieved by self-inflicted pain or isolation or meditation, but all these disciplines are a secondary form to achieve something that is natural for everyone. In the evolving of our species, I realized that this experience is the highest of all of them. You cannot achieve the same feeling through nothing else. Just this can give you that idea and that experience in just a little bit of time, with no side effects and with no taking much time to give you that that answer that you are looking for.
Yeah. How long does it last, and how
It's
long
just
does it feel?
it's just a few minutes, but it feels like more than that, and there is no space or time there. This experience will give you the understanding that the time is not linear. It's multidimensional, and it's at the same time a cycle. So ancient Mesoamerican cultures like the Mayan built a precise calendar who were working with nature. And when you go into that place, you can be there forever. I mean that you can go back to the same feeling through your breath. And this is the primal of all the activities that we do in this world, and the last one. So it's better to start to breathe in a conscious way that only like a machine. This 5-MeO-DMT, which is in this fluid of this toad, it's considered by the Mesoamerican cultures as the center of the vision of the world. Vision of the world. The research with this molecule can confirm that the central vision of the world for all the Mesoamerican cultures, Mayan, Aztecs, Olmec, Toltecs, all of them believe in some specific idea who was the same for all of them, no matter that it was hundreds of years of difference between them, and at the same time the geographical and the cultural differences were dissolved through this unique code language that the nature has used since the beginning of time to communicate with us. So humankind in the last centuries are a little bit distracted with consumism and materialism because we don't remember where are we come from or who really are in the deepest part of our souls. All the cosmogony of the cultures in the past were around this unique species. So this was after the management of fire and after the cooking of the medicine. Before of that, everything that we ate was raw, and people in the past had all the knowledge and all the wisdom to know exactly the properties of every different plant and being in this world. So this is like going back into something that has been forgotten for centuries, and at the same time given a useful application in these days. So it's treating crystal meth and crack cocaine addictive disorder, that it's a global pandemic that's destroying so many people's lives around the world, because synthetic drugs are trying to show us something that it's already there, but we are blocked because of the education and everything that we learn in this life, and we just think that everything is a product of the imagination of other ones, instead of think that everything is possible for everyone. Ayahuasca, Camo, Yoko, Ibogaine, all the different neurotransmitters that are occurring in nature, and it's the origin and the reason for all the intelligence of humankind. We need to go back and try it with guidance and respect, and try to build a new world for everyone in this life, not just pretending that somebody else needs to do it for ourselves.
So what is the imminent goal, to get as many people to try this as possible?
I think that sooner or later everyone in this world will have this experience, because this already has changed so many people's lives, just like the ayahuasca or the mushrooms or everything else. But this is a pioneer work with there is no background on this, but everything is doing it with precision and with all the support and guidance of all the laws and the health security system and federal authorities, and I mean everyone. It's like being involved in the creation of a new paradigm. And instead of thinking that there is so many problems, we need to create solutions and be part of that solution. And that's the goal of this organization, to build an institution will work for people through the time and over this life. I mean, yeah, forever. Yeah. In Mexico, this work is legal, and we are working also with the natives, federal government, local authorities, to make possible for everyone in the world to have not only the experience with this total medicine, but the rest of the medicines too.
So for tourists coming to visit your center
it's
anywhere
possible.
in the world,
Yeah.
what does it take to?
It will be in the Mayan area, close to Cancun or Playa del Carmen, and it will be like a new society. It's a tiny little cell which is functional, and it works with permaculture and healthy food and all the different ancient medicines. The toad, the mushrooms, the peyote, the ayahuasca, the cambol, the ibogaine, everything is the same place with the guidance and the protection of the elders and with the support of everyone involved. So give people after experience support therapies, and also a preparation before the experiences with the medicines, because it's all about having a context, a properly way to do stuff, and it's with love and education instead of ignorance and prohibitionism. Yeah.
Can you give us a couple of examples of what people made of it after their first experience, both the type that are exposed to drugs and the completely conservative type? Yeah.
Many testimonials. I got 2,000 testimonials of people who are shaped their quality of life after the experience. People who never had any experience with substances, people who were vegetarian and made meditation all the time, they never reached some kind of experience before, never in their lives. And after the experience with the medicine of the toe, all the blood receptors on their bodies are open. So people recreate the same experience with the medicine days, weeks, or months after the experience, because the body is producing these molecules. People who were hooked into crystal meth for years, or crack cocaine for years, alcohol for years, and they could not stop it. After a few sessions with this medicine, even their worst nightmare is an issue of the past. This medicine helped more than 2,000 people in the last 2 years to get rid out of all those addictive, autodestructive behaviors that we learn through the education that we achieve in this life. Because we are creating our reality every second, and I think that this chemical substance can help everyone to help themselves to heal in their behavior and all their habits that are making more difficult the walking on the happiness of life. There is no other way to feel the eternal, infinite love of the nature in other ways that this unique species of soul. In the book that I wrote, I talk about the connections between this chemical substrate and the beliefs in the divine state of awareness. And it's a real concern for the people in the Sonora Desert that more people in the world know about them and help them to protect and create a natural reserve in Sonora Desert to allow the next generations to have the same experience that myself. I discovered myself that this medicine healed me of more than 3.5 years of crack cocaine addiction, and it's been more than 6 years that I'm totally free of the desire of going again into the same path that I've been before. So I invite to everyone in this world that if someone has any kind of trouble or problems with their behavior and the choices that we are making in the search for happiness and inner calm, this can be a direct way to discover something inside of you that you just can't remember because we are so lost. So thank you very much.
Last question. Long-term vision. Any plans to expand outside of Mexico?
Absolutely. This can be done everywhere in the world, but 7 places. United States, unfortunately, it's one of those countries who is out of this moment. It's unreachable for the project because of the internal laws. Mm-hmm. But the rest of the world, it's available and it's open. I have been in Canada and Ireland, Norway, and Czech Republic, and a lot of people there have experience, and all of them are supporting in the same path to help the foundation to build not only one center, several centers around the world, and I mean all the villages who are already working with clean energy can add to the foundation and work together for a better world. Something that lasts for more than just a few days and transcend your life and my life and make this possible for the next generations.
Hopefully a world that won't lose track of it like we did in the past.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We need to stay the right way.
Yeah. Is there anything else that is important to touch upon?
Everyone is invited to OTAC Foundation in Mexico. Come on.